across the Gulf today. We're in the middle of the Gulf and it's 17.4 metres deep, but oh, it's a beautiful calm day. What do you reckon about today, Jules?
So good to be back on the water. Beautiful weather, calm water. It's going to be an awesome day. Can't wait. We're trying to catch some squid today, but all I'm catching is a whole lot of squid slime because Tracy's on the squid today, and I keep bringing them in. And she reckons it's my technique, but I'm pretty sure every time I hook up the squid, she just lifts it and squirts me with all the squid ink. So there's squid ink all over the boat, there's squid ink all through my hair, down my back.
But are you having fun, Jules?
Am I having fun? Yeah, I'm having fun.
Oh, you're on too, Jules.
How am I meant to do this? I can catch squid and video at the same time. Trying to get out of the way, Tracy.
I'm just trying to get back so I can video.
Oh.
It's waiting on Jules' squid to squirt her. If it doesn't, it'll be the only squid all day that hasn't. Well done, Jules.
It's only a little one.
He is only a little one, isn't he? Good bait size for Port Mac.
Yeah.
Awesome. So these are quite incredible. They're great fun to catch. People get inked left, right and centre. Well, Jules gets inked left, right and centre. But yeah, they are so much fun. Good family fun day out, and they're delicious to eat as well. But the thing that's amazing about these is how do you clean them? So we're going to put them in a scale bag, but there's a few preparations we need to do before we do that. So I'm going to show you how to pull apart a southern calamari. So hopefully we're not going to be too messy with this. The first thing we've got to do is take the head from the body. So we just put our fingers down inside here. There's just like it just joins on. So you just put your fingers down there like so, all the way down till you break it all off. And then you simply pull the head and it all comes out like that. Put that there. So that there is the best nanagai, snapper, gummy shark bait that you can get. Even big King George whiting down the south love these heads for bait. But there is also some awesome normal whiting bait as well, which are these two big long tentacles, which we call candles. This is the only chop you need. So we're just going to cut those off right at the very top, and we're going to keep those for King George whiting bait. I put them in a little tiny plastic bag in the freezer and freeze about 10 of them at a time so that we don't waste them. Now this head is going to go in an ice cream container that sits in there, and then we freeze those as blocks as well, so we've got those ready for bait. So now we're left with this body part of the calamari, and these are its wings. So if you just run your fingernails in through the sides there like that, look at that, the wings just come off. And we follow that round to the other side, fingernails in underneath it like that, underneath the membranes, and off they come. These are very edible. If you just take the gristle off the side, they're good to pickle, but again, they are perfect bait for nanagai, for gummy sharks, and for that sort of thing. Right, just give that a wash. Now, normally, these would go in the scale bag, so we don't have all the slime and stuff on them. They would go in the scale bag as this whole piece with the wings still attached to them, and the scale bag will actually get the wings off. So now we've got something that's starting to look like a squid tube or a calamari tube. So now what we do is we turn it inside out. Okay, so we put our finger on the top here. Oh, it's a bit of a slippery little sucker. Push your finger in, like so. Now, I haven't got them on the boat, but there's these things called Squid Easy that make this job so much easier than me showing you how to do this today, but I don't have any on the boat. But they're Squid Easy, they're made here in South Australia, and they've got a special tool that you can do this here with. Okay, so that's it inside out. This is a bit of its stomach here, so we're just going to give this a bit of a rinse. Take that off. Take that off this other side as well. And that just all peels back till it's all nice and clean, like so. They do make your hands fairly slimy. This bit here, this just all peels off. Now you can also just run the pot mitt over them when you get them home as well, just to clean the rest of that up, but I'm pretty happy with that as far as a boat clean goes. So just give it a rinse in some salt water. Right, so we just cut this bottom bit off here, and then we just make rings out of the rest of it, and that's it. That's your calamari ready to go. But another thing of interest on this calamari is its backbone. So it has like a spine that runs up the back of it. This is it here. I'm going to show you this because this is quite interesting. So this is it here. It actually feels and looks like a piece of plastic. Can you see that on there? So it's just like a little piece, like a piece of plastic. So that's all you do to clean a squid. No knife needed except to cut off the whiting tentacles, but you wouldn't have to do that if you didn't want to either. We're going to put all the other squid bodies, once we've taken the heads off, in the scale bag and scale those on the way back in. So we'll bring some footage of that for you as well. Okay, so we have all our bucket of no heads, just squids with their wings and everything else on. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put them in the scale bag. So just check it first, make sure it's nice and stable. There's no holes in it, which there's not. Now to set this one up, I use this one in the boat all the time. So the length is nice and it's very easy to attach to the boat. So what we do with this one is we just put it around that handle like that, take the bag, push it through like so. And we just pull that through tight. Always just check that swivel, make sure it's going to swivel, because if it doesn't then it ends up bouncing all over the surface. This here now is not going to go anywhere. It's a nice knot, it's only going to sit in there, which is great. The next thing we're going to do now is open up the squid bag. You know, I know a lot of people cut the ends off and stuff. We haven't done that. Jules, if you want to hold that. This makes a nice big mess in your boat, but if you've got a good crew like me, they'll clean it up after you. So we chuck all those in. Oop. A couple more here. And one we just drop there. And then we're just going to pull that nice and tight on there. Now, I know some people tie it off. I don't think you need to, simply because we'll be going with some force. So with the squid, don't be scared to travel too fast. Jules, if you'd like to start her up. Awesome. Do you want to move off slowly and I'll get this over the back? So we take our squid, chuck it over the side and front. And as Jules gets a bit of speed up, you can stay nice and straight, Jules. There you go. So you can see it there. Jules, if you want to go a bit quicker. have a look and see what. Make sure you hold the bag on the snow down. You don't want it to disappear. Everybody's fear that they're going to lose their cat. You know what? Look after your trash bag. That's not going to happen. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Clean and tidy they are. Yes, they do need to be put inside out, but it's a very easy job. You can do that either on the boat, put them back in the scale bag for a minute or two, or just do it at home, which is what we'll be doing. So that's it, 1 bucket of nice clean squid. How easy was that?